Hey, everybody. Figured it's time to do a live tonight because I haven't done it in a while. Yeah, well, that's probably annoying to you guys. Hey, well, we're posting on. Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? I got some stuff in my face. Just want to go. That ain't bad. We'll go with it. So, what's going on, guys? It's been a while. Yes, I'm eating. Hey, what's up? Good. Everything going good. Just been walking like crazy. What you been up to? If you can't tell, I'm in a hotel at the moment. Had a out of town walk to do, so just took care of that today and heading back tomorrow. That's all. Walking, way busy as hell. I get that completely. Yeah, did an interesting job today. I don't know how much I would talk about it, or much detail I can give, but yeah, right now I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, so a long way from home. So this company, on my out of town, I don't typically do any out of town walk. I mean, it's like if it's more than 2 hours. Like if I get something down by the beach or something, I'll just get a hotel and do that deal. But this is just straight hourly DM kind of deal. A pretty good rate, more than my normal rate, but and then straight time drive and straight time walk in, and then per diem, and they actually got my hotel for me instead of me having to pay it. So either way, they'll pay in the hotel. So yeah, so that's kind of how I'm doing it this one. So Sparks Mobile Repair. What you been up to, like, other than walking? Done anything interesting lately? Yeah, that's kind of how this was. So long story short, they had some local people repair it. They won't weld us. They said it they can weld, but they won't weld us. And then like 3 weeks later, it broke again. I met the guy that did them, and he just said that. But it really wasn't. I don't think the tube that we were welding on was filled with water, so we had to get that water out before. Yeah, I mean they were willing to pay it. I mean, I'm 8 hours away from home, so pay my travel there and back. So bunch of heavy equipment stuff, a lot of repairs for mills, lumber mills, gearing up for bigger jobs. Nice. That's always a good thing. that is always a good thing. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I've been just say this and I'm gonna lose all my work, but I've been just ever since the end of November, I've been just wide open, and it's a good problem to have, but it's just trying to stay on top of it and keep people happy. Yeah, I was gonna do one of these lives last night, but I decided I didn't get to it didn't get here till like 10 o'clock last night, so I thought that was a little bit late. I figured I'd go ahead and get on one now and see. I don't know how many people are actually gonna show up on it, but we'll see. Hey, I haven't done one in a while, so I figured I'd get on here. That's the same boat that I'm in. I'm like, oh, there's some of these weeks I'm like, man, if I had somebody that could help me out, it would just come in handy. But I just know as soon as I have somebody, all of it's gonna go to hell in a handbasket. Which truck are you running now? The Ford? Yeah, I'm running the Ford. Well, around town, I'm running the Ford the 450 Silver truck. Going great. Actually, I need to do a wrap up video of that. Maybe I'll do that when I get home tomorrow. So I finally got the four wheel drive. What do you call it underneath there? The four wheel drive axle put on. Um, and let me see. So I just got a text. But four wheel drive axle put on the 450, and I didn't drive that up here just because one, that it drives fine, but I don't trust it enough to drive 8 hours in it. It drives decent, but it's just uh, it my 250 drives better, just long distance. I want to find some seats out of like anywhere from like a 12 to I think a 16 F4 250, like in my pickup truck. I want to put some of those two benches with a fold down middle seat in my wooden truck. I just can't seem to find them for a decent price. I'm not looking that hard either, but um, yeah, I've been hiring guys part time here and there, but nobody seems to have much skill or want to work. Yeah, I get that. Last year, I hired somebody. I had a part time local. He just graduated. I was still in school, and then he graduated. And it was great. His He was just out of school. That's all I really say about it. And he was great. He'd do anything you tell him to do. It's just, uh, yeah, it wasn't a good fit. Let's just put it that way. But what really happened is my work slowed up. I didn't have any work to give him, so I had to kind of lay him off. But he went and found a job, and I still talk to him once in a while. Good guy, don't get me wrong, but just not quite the fit I was looking for. What's up, Garth? How you been? I know it's been a while since I've got on here. I'm just been busy. I'm actually out of town doing a little work, but I'll be back in town tomorrow. Now, if y'all don't, I'm gonna turn this thing back on. Let me know if it's super loud. I'll turn it back off. Can y'all hear that? Air conditioning is super loud. I'll shut it off. It's no big deal. Well, the heater actually. You guys just let me know. Yeah, for sure. I love the seats. I got my F250. I got just the base vinyl seats. I love them. They're comfortable. If I get mud or something on them, they just wipe them off. So they find that appeal. That's actually they want $650 for the front seats. More than I want to spend. I want to be like more than $400 for a set of front seats. Problem is they're airbags. So when they get in, when they get wrecked, the airbags go out and then doesn't destroy the seat, but kind of does. Wouldn't mind even finding one of those if I can find somebody to recover one for me. Just put that as foam, replace that with foam instead of an airbag. Just haven't found the right deal on it. But yeah, what else? Been dealing with a bit of snow here. How nice. That's always fun. There was some 2 weeks ago, a decent storm, and then maybe it was 2 weeks ago. We had one decent storm, and then the other one was we had a little bit of snow last week, I think. I don't need the airbags. The problem is there's an airbag in the seat, so when they get wrecked, the airbags go off, and then it kind of peels the seat. It's kind of what it does, from what I understand. I was talking to a few salvage yards. They said, "Oh, we have one, but when the airbags go off, it doesn't work out too well." California, there, but nothing. You've been pushing a 5 foot. 5 foot. It's doing my driveway, shoveling off the roof. Wow, you got a lot of snow. Central California, there was nothing but sunshine and good days, no rain. Going through this yeah. No, we've been. I was fortunate today. It was up here. It was. I just made a mess. Got into the 40s. This morning it was like 20, 22 or something. Clear though, no snow, nothing. Oh, snow on the ground, but it's no fresh snow. But yeah, I got up to like 45 today or something. Still had to get my long johns on. My thermal pants and all that on, but it was pretty good. I mean, all in all, it's not that big a deal. But yeah, it's been good. I mean, we've been just more this customer, and like I said, they want to pay, so money was right, so we did it. And I was afforded to by another welder that I know. That they normally does their work, but they need somebody like today. They called me like Thursday. Is it Thursday night? No, Wednesday. Last Wednesday. Needed somebody out here Monday morning. And I had and they wanted certifications, which I didn't have. I didn't have any certifications. I've been certified in the past with my previous employer, but I just needed to go down and take the test. Just never did. And so I called up the old school I went to, and they had accredited testing facility. They got that right as I was being done with school. So I took the AWS T11. Did 2 tests because it'd been a while. Did a 1G and a 3G just to make sure. Because what I was doing up here was just 1G. But it worked out. You're right. I mean, I don't look at anybody's competitors. In my area, I know quite a few different welders. I had random jobs just from knowing people. They would refer me because they couldn't get to it, or just something they didn't do. There's mobile work and they don't do mobile work that much. What's up, Kyle? How it been? Yeah, I know, a long time. I know I've been just busy, but yeah, I was thinking I could have drove home tonight. We got done about 3, but you get home at midnight, would have been fine. But I just kind of decided, look at Pittsburgh a little bit. I mean, I'm not really big on the whole sightseeing thing, but it was fun. Yeah, not competition. I know a lot of other welders, and right now, especially right now, there's a lot of work going on. So, y'all, I just pass it around, and if I can't get to it, something, but I can send somebody else out there, I'll do it. Can you all hear that air conditioning? Is that too loud or no? Hey man, on the go. Yeah, something like that. Kind of making money. Okay, cool. I didn't know if that was too loud, but yeah, or something like that. Making money, spending money, something like that. But yeah, I do see I'm in a hotel room, so that's why I decided to do a live because, like I said, I could have go home tonight. I got home about midnight, which wouldn't have been bad, but yeah, I mean, I just figured I'd hang out and just, if I can get up at like 4 tomorrow and just get on the road, just try and get back at a decent time. Yeah, I drove my pickup up here just with skid and all that because just easier. I am in the market for a Bobcat Trailblazer size machine. I'd love to get a Trailblazer 325. I'm not in the market for a new machine. My reminder to take the trash, but I'm not home, so I can't do that. But I'm in the market for possibly another small engine drive Bobcat Trailblazer, something along those lines. Not a fade down a web machine either, so like a Lincoln Ranger or something. I'm from about 8 hours right now, so I'm in Pittsburgh, and it's about 8 hours drive back. So is that a Lincoln 225? What kind of machine is that? A engine drive or is that a plug-in machine? Because I know Lincoln made. Lincoln PD, pretty good machine. Now sorry, a few different comments. But Sparks mobile welding, repair. Yeah, I mean the Bobcat's a big machine. For the weight, it's just you can't beat it. It's handy. You got plenty. It's got plenty of output on it. I mean, plenty of generator output. It's like on plasmas and Volto TIG machines, anything I need off of it. And I have a ALPAC 400 at the house, a diesel machine, and it's a good machine. It's just it's heavy, 2,000 pounds, and the size of the bobcat just fit, so I can put on a skid and put it in the back of the truck. And then I got all I can put up on the toolbox on my service truck, out of the way, keep my bed out. It does everything I need it to do. But I'm looking for a trailer 325 is kind of what I'm eyeing, but they've been expensive, and now they're super expensive. They went up quite a bit for a machine. I think it's $8,000-$9,000 for a new machine. So I'm toying with my options, seeing if I can justify the money or whatever. So I'll have to talk to my CPA, get his opinion on it, just to see what we could do this year. I know it's February and I'm already talking about spending money. But I don't do welding equipment videos like you used to. Everything live stream. Some of us are moving, stuff. Yeah, no, I understand that. I want to get back at doing that. I haven't had time to do it. A lot of those videos I did when I still had a day job, so I've just been busy, and I need to get back at it. I really enjoy making the videos. I got like 2 videos that I just need to edit, and I can throw them up for you guys. Which, depending on how late we go, I might get one of those edited and get them set up for this week. But I need to get back at the weekly posts just because I enjoy it, and I like watching other people's video every week. So I'll get back at it. I can't tell you if it's going to be soon or not. I'm going to try my best. But it's 220. It's not bad, Kyle, at all. It's not bad at all. Hey, Renegade Garage. What's up? I got an early 90s Miller Trailblazer. Let me guess. I have an owning on it. It has an owning on. I'm not owning. I like ownings. I'm going to keep an eye out for a machine. I mean, nothing I need to buy tomorrow, but it's handy having that skid because mine. Yeah, I've had a couple machines with Owens on it. One of them is the old, was it Blue Charger, I think is what it was. If you go back on my channel a little bit, you see it. That thing dropped a what did it do? It dropped a valve seat or something, and it grenaded the motor. Granted, I pulled that thing out of the junkyard, so can't say a whole lot about that. But I haven't had a whole lot of good experiences with the Owens motors. Let's just put it that way. 4-week call, nice to find a little diesel, but that's its own can of worms in and of itself. So I'm gonna keep an eye out. Nothing I need to buy tomorrow. It's nice to have a machine in that skid I can throw in the back of a truck, or if for some reason I'm another person on, I need 2 machines running, I can throw it on a trailer, throw it back in the service truck, or just options. Because like this past week, I had my so I finally put that front axle up underneath my 450. I didn't get like a whole end video about that. I'm gonna do a walk around that truck here soon once I get my organizing figured out. But so ended up thought I could use the U-bolts. Had some on order, but they weren't going to be in. I had Daniel go with the welder come down and help me, but we just couldn't do it that weekend. So the truck was half apart, and I need to work on Monday. So I cleaned off the Bobcat and put it in my in the skid and the pickup, and I used that for the day. But gonna have to go get tiles and stuff, so I had to put the machine back on there for the weight for the alignment. So it would have been handy just to be able to keep that in the skid, put the skid in the truck, and be done. Nice clean palette. One's my suitcase better than my Lincoln. Than that Lincoln on my wig. Nice. Nice golf. But yeah, I'm just trying to. We'll see. I mean, I'm gonna buy nothing tomorrow. Oh, I got it figured out. Kyle, thank you though. Wasn't no big deal. I ended up figuring it out. I was in a parking lot, looked up onto somebody's truck just to figure that out. But it was where the bottom U-bolt hooked in. There is on the side with a pumpkin on it, on the front differential. There was a shoe egg, is what they called it. Basically, it's a wedge bracket kind of deal that goes up under there, and your U-bolts go through and bolt to it. It's like in the back of your truck where the U-bolts go, that plate on top, but it's at a wedge angle kind of deal. And then it has a spot for your sway bottom out to it. So I got it figured out. Kyle, no worries on that. It wasn't no big deal. I was trying to figure it out because I got the axle from the salvage yard. They pulled it and all that, and I just couldn't. It seemed like something was missing, and it was. But luckily, there's a guy I knew that had an F350 4-drive dually that was full parts. I got a couple parts from him here and there, so I ended up buying that from him. I paid like $40 for that and the transmission harness, which so I need to put the transmission harness in it. That way, hopefully, when I put it in full wheel, it actually says I'm in full wheel, so I don't blow something up. But what you been up to, Kyle? Golf? Have you been staying out of trouble, golf? I was going to look, and then bam. Yeah, 12 inches of snow. This time it didn't melt. Sounds like fun. Yeah, we got 4 inches 2-3 weekends ago. Stuck around that downhill was just 4 inches down in North Carolina. It's like every inch down. Nobody goes anywhere. But it was like that day. Didn't really do a whole lot, and then the next day it was fine. Just walking and staying warm, not much outside. It's too cold. Oh, well, yes, it is. I understand that. Sorry. Like that. That's like when we get blizzard. Exactly. Yeah, so I'm about 8 hours from the house, so I'm gonna wake up at 4, and then just get going. And then I'll do that, and I think about 4, I should get about noonish. I gotta stop in Greensville on the way and look at something that I've been meaning. Trying to find time, but I'm literally driving right next to it, so it's knocked it out. And yeah, just see what would happen if you guys got what. Yeah, down here, down. I don't mind the snow. I like it for a day and then I'm dead. Good. Uh, Down North Carolina, I mean, we just don't have the infrastructure to support a lot of snow. And the biggest thing is I just don't. I'm fine. I can drive in the snow. It's not that big a deal. Everybody else, like, I don't trust driving in the snow. Oh my goodness. I say I can drive. I never drive in the snow. It doesn't bother me. Ice is the only thing that can be interesting, but like up here with snow all over the place, roads are fine. No big deal. What's it gonna say? Do we want to get a Cobalt 240 maybe? Is that the 240? Is that like a roll round style with some caulk and all that? Because I mean, Cobalts make some decent machines. I'll give them that. I even thought about buying one of the. Well, I probably won't because I use CV pretty often. You can pick up one of those Cobalt Champion Elite two 225 or 200, whatever those things are. The stick welders. Is that Boston? How's it going? He got one of those machines that I'm talking about, actually. Um, which it's a great stick machine, and I know Austin will contest that. It's great. I've ran one a little bit. Daniel over the World has one. Um, it's it's a good machine. I mean, especially for the price tag. I mean, it's kind of hard to beat. But I do spool gun aluminum, and I have a suitcase that I run off of mine once in a while. So for me, I probably want to at least get another Bobcat or possibly a Trailblazer, or even I'm not. Even if I found a deal on a Ranger, I wouldn't be mind buying one of those, especially if it's going to go on skid or out in the truck. I don't care. Yeah, Hobart. I'll tell you what. You take a Miller Bobcat and a Hobart Elite 225. They're almost identical. All the panels the same. They put it. The faceplate is different. One complaint I have about, I know it's the budget kind of thing. They don't have fuel. The fuel gauge doesn't work. Well, they don't have like a actual like fuel gauge. Like my Bobcat got that little hour meter that tells you how much fuel you have in it, how many things. So they have a similar hour meter, but it doesn't have the sending unit and all that in it. Which the tank's the same. The only thing you don't have the hole for the sending unit to go in. I'd be very tempted to weld in if I bought one of those, just because I'm like, it's handy to have to know how much fuel you have. That little side indicator doesn't do a whole lot of good. But for the price, it's kind of hard to beat. And Daniel had one of those for a while. He ran it on his truck, and the only reason he upgraded is because he wanted to be able to run Flotsco and dual shield. And you could run it off of that, but it doesn't run that great. But yeah, the Bobcat, Trailblazers, and Cobalt Elites, all the panel is the same, just different color. Motor's the same, I'm pretty sure. The generator heads might be a little different, but the shell is the same. The footprint's the same. The bolt pattern's the same. So, yeah, I mean, it's got a coal engine. I mean, can't beat that too much. What you been up to, Austin? Yeah, like I told, I think I messaged in Austin the other day. I was thinking he was in Ohio. He's in Michigan. Because I'm up here, Pittsburgh. Ohio's not that far from here, so if he was close, I was gonna stop over and harass him for a little. Just come meet up with him. But what are you doing for welding aluminum out in the field? Aluminum in the field, I run a 30A spool gun, middle 30A spoolmatic, or something like that. Then I run it off of a WC 1-115, which has the contactor. It's a control box for it that you can run off a Bobcat or pretty much any machine you can run that off of. We ran it off of Daniel's, off of a Mill Elite before, not CV. What a decent. I mean, you spend enough time on it, you can make it look fine. Yeah, that's what I use. Now those are working. Got home today, edited some videos. Working in the city the rest of the week. Yeah, not a problem at all. Like I said, I just I'll get out your way sometime, and if you ever go to Carolina, North Carolina, just hit me up. I'll make something happen. But yeah, sometime we'll eventually meet up. Now, Austin, this goes for all of you guys. You should go to FabTech this year. It's in Atlanta, Georgia. You won't regret going. I promise you that you won't. Got to make a video on that because I've been looking for a while how to hook up a men's school gun. And no clue what I was talking about. Can't just pull me in the right direction. Yeah, I'll make a video about that. For sure. You had a Miller 300D, is that right? A Lincoln 300D. Is that, do you have CV on that one now? Do you have constant voltage on that machine? If you do, there's a few different options you can go on with that. But I make a video of that. And so the Miller option, that Miller control box is like, I think it's like $1,200 or something. I did not pay that for mine. I've just found it on eBay or something. But it's pricey. So box on it. We want a wild feeder, but all the time. Can't pull. Yeah, those wild feeders are great, but if you try running an aluminum film, it's just not your fan. Who makes a decent box and everything for one that's reasonable? HTP. Their spool guns are decent. I think they're similar to like a Mill Lincoln spool gun, but they make a whole setup, a gun, a control box that hooks up to a Bobcat or any other CV machine. You might be able to hook it straight into yours, but use your own contacts on your machine and all that. Not sure on the details on that, but I've never used any of their guns, but they seem to be pretty decent guns and controls. And for the price, I think it's like $1,200 for a setup. That's with the gun. Lincoln, you're gonna have, the spool make is like $1,200, and then the control box for the Bobcat like $1,200. If you had like a Trailblazer, it would be like a $200 little controller. Yeah, I'll make a video of that. The biggest thing you need for that is the 30A is the easy part. Is a WC 115 is what it is. That's a middle part number for it. if you're patient, you look on eBay, you can normally find a decent deal. Sometimes you can find a controller with a spool gun. It just depends on what you find. A lot of heavy equipment stuff, and cracks. So I don't need stuff. That's a good point. Yeah, it's. I like my my 48 spool gun. I run 364th wire or something like that, or 7/3. It's the step above like 045. But it works pretty well. Yeah, I run that. I don't do a bunch of aluminum, but it's a pretty nice spool gun for a spool gun. And a lot of people hate spool guns, but I don't mind them. I don't mind them one bit. But yeah, I'll have to do a video on that of how that works. Like I had to even show both ways because my big 40, not my big, I call it big 40. It's my AirPack 400 that has like the Bobcat or the Trailblazer style hookup. So I could definitely do a video on that for you. If you don't mind me asking, what are y'all charging now? Your hourly rate for mobile work? Somebody's asked. I actually got not contacted. I actually met up with Johnny Welds. He's on Instagram. I know some of you are on Instagram. Goth. But I met him at FabTech, and then he literally lives 30 minutes from here. So I called him on all the blue and said, "Hey, can I stop by?" And stopped by, chatted with him, caught up with him, and came up here. Oh, I should do a video on this once I finally get around to doing it. I need to do it because my reservoir on my hydraulic reservoir on my crane, on my auto crane. It was one morning I was using it to unload a little piece of plate, and I ended up cracking it. It was cold and it's plastic, and it's in a bad spot. So I'm trying to see if I can get a smaller reservoir. They don't need all that fluid. Everything's double action, so it doesn't need that much fluid. Not like I'm trying to run a pump or anything, like a motor off of it. So I'm gonna see if I can find a small reservoir, and then I want to build a box that goes around that with a door that opens. That way, I can open the door. I don't ever really need. Plus, you have to keep the water out of the motor. I had a problem with that motor crapping out on me, but I want to draw it up and then cut everything out on plasma and then put it all together. I think it'd be a nice little video to do. But we'll see. We'll get around to it, see what happens. Driving and using the talk text. Oh no, you good? I didn't even notice. Out of curiosity, is talking on the phone and driving illegal in California? I don't care one bit. I don't even know what the law. No, New York, it's got to be hands free. I don't know what Pennsylvania law is. I always got my headset, so it doesn't really bother me. I don't really do shutdown more. I just never gotten into it. Mainly because I don't do a whole lot of pipe. I mean, I can do. You need a pipe welder. I can weld a pipe up. I'm not going to be slick at by no means, but it's going to get a hold. You can get into it with a pipe because I've never been a big pipe guy. I just never been able to do weld pipe that well. But I need to just practice and just. I love to practice good enough to where I can pass the test. And I wouldn't mind going to get my bridge welding certification on pipe. If you use 6G pipe weld, you can unlimited on what you can weld on the bridges. So, and it'd be nice to be able to have a little more confident in doing pipe welds. So you never know. Most of what I do is more structural. The 38 is still around. So I don't know, Kyle. So let me look that up real quick. Let me know if it stays on you, if y'all can still see me. See what a 38 spool gun cost. Let's see what. Let's go on BacoGas.com. All right, so through Baco's, it's about 1,700. Yeah, so Baco's is about $1,700 for it, so a little more than $1,500. Not very good at pipe either. Mainly done structural doing shutdowns. Okay. Got a big job coming up in the next few months for a mill. I think you meant to say mill. Let's see. Put in a bunch of new equipment and changing a bunch of stuff around the rail system. Yeah, they are. I've seen them 1,500 and I've seen them used for 600. Yeah, I think I paid 500 for mine used. It was on eBay. Just make sure you don't do what I did. My 38 had a Bernard nozzle on it for some reason, like tip thing. Kind of strange. Ended up couldn't find a liner for it, so I ended up having to get a new nozzle. I went ahead and got a flex head on it, or gooseneck or whatever they call it. That was like $450, $400 for the gooseneck. So, and it made me money, so it still worked. What are you going? Hey, what's going on with the old deck over trail? You still got it? Yes, I still have that deck over trail. Um, what I've done to it, I don't know if I've made a video explained it. Put new leaves, new suspension up underneath it. Got 4 new tires put on. Got the lights working. Got the brakes working. That's all I've done, and I've been using it. I've just been using the crap out of it. That's all I've been doing. Not the crap, but I need to. I ran up with a wrench panel on it, receiver hitch, but yeah, I just been using it. I need to cut the rub wheel off, replace the rub wheel, replace the deck, and paint the thing. And possibly put a dovetail. Kind of liking the. I'm going back and forth because I thought about putting just a plain old 4-foot dovetail with a set of ramps in the back, and possibly with a dovetail comes up flat, where like you can lift it up and put some pins down. That way, you got a completely flat deck. It's probably the way I'm going to do it. Um, Honestly, I've been using the trail so much lately that I need to tail into it, but I just want to be able to do all, and I'm kind of waiting for steel to go down. Because I would like to put a piece of tube on either side, like a 2x5 or something. Then put the rub wheel on the outside, just to give a little more structure. I don't need it, because right now the rub wheels, like, and the flat plate they put that they mount it to is all like washable, so I'll get it out at some point. But right now, I made the mistake of getting it. I got it good enough to where it works. It's legal and it works, and I've just been running it. So what I need to do soon is on the front tongue, I need to put either a box or I need to. What I'll probably do is just put some where then my other trailer is. Put some Spanish steel down below, and then go in the Y of the tongue. Put Spanish steel on the bottom side. That way I can throw my chain straps in there. I might put something that closes down a little something on one side, but we'll see. That, and I possibly might put an underbody box up underneath it for now. Just trying to utilize it. So, it's a whole business use. A little personal use, but mostly business. Hard materials. Last job I used, I hauled. What did I pick up? I picked up some. Some 20-foot seat channel for some strangles, stair strangles. And it's nice because I can put everything on there. I don't have to worry about cutting it down. A 16-foot was great. Actually, I need to get it back from him. But it's a good trail. It's easy to load and unload with forklifts. I just like it. The only thing, like I said, dovetails on which I had on it, and then ramps. That way I can throw a piece of equipment down there if I want to. But not the end of the world. What's up, Johnny Wells? I saw you an hour or so ago. Yeah, Johnny Wells, actually not too far from his house here, so I went over, I called him up out of the blue and said, hey, what you up to? Like, why? I mean, anyway, it was last minute. Hung out with him for a little bit, met his wife, and great people. Saw his shop and what he got going on, so it was good catching up with him. Yeah, I don't, I wish I could haul stuff in free time, but free time is just not quite there. Yeah. Well, I say I don't haul stuff in free time. A buddy of mine, actually a customer too, I knew I was asking when I'm going somewhere, I'm like, especially if I have the truck open, I'm like, need anything from Pittsburgh or need anything from wherever? Because he does the same thing to me. He's like, Hey, I'm heading up to well, Asheville or something. Everything out that way you need me to pick up, and he'll help. He'll go up and grab it for me or something. Or he actually brought my crane home for me because he was literally 5 minutes from where it was. I've got an Amish community close to me that they always looking for trucks to haul stuff around. Kind of fun. I mean, I actually wouldn't mind doing that, honestly, at all. Especially, so I like loading stuff on trailers and stuff, but I just haven't I just haven't had the need for it around. Here and there, I might hustle for a friend or buddy or something, but nah, not usually. Yeah, same here, Johnny. I appreciate it. It was good catching up with you, and sorry for the last minute thing, but hey, it happens. uh, oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, um, well, you're probably ain't too worried about this, but well, I'm a little hesitant to haul for people because of there are a lot of DOT officers around. You see dump trucks all the time, or trucks pulled over on the side of the road from the DOT officers and putting scales on them. I just something I don't have time for. And, technically, it's a gray area, and one my boss is kind of strict. Going to DOT is strict. It's what I hear. So, but yeah, I mean, if you can do that, that's awesome. Especially if it's just throwing in the back of your truck. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool. So how many hours do you got, Austin? How many hours do you got on that cobalt machine? I go down, I go down south into the city. A lot of DOT, not much. Yeah, you ain't got to worry about that. Yeah, and most of the time you can probably just say, "Oh, I just bought this, or I'm moving it for a buddy." Or yeah, you ain't got to worry about it. Nice. You see, years ago, I was thinking like when I was looking to buy a machine, trying to buy a machine. I'm like, okay, well, 40 hours a week. Say if I run that machine 40 hours a week, then I put like thousands of hours on it a year, and it's not the case. It's not. I think my machine 800 hours, 850, 1,000 hours. I think I bought it with like 400 hours, and yeah, it's just one of the things that a lot of times what I do, even my field stuff, just let that machine will run all day long. Might be idle all the day, but it's running all day. But a lot of jobs, it's a lot of cut and fit in, especially when I can use the power for like grinding and all that. I just don't run the machine all day long like people might think. I know like pipeline was on shutdown. Well, you might be running the machine all day long. That's definitely what the diesel come into effect. But we'll see. But also, I need to get up with my actual guy, see if he still got. He had a 6,000, the 52 or 6,000 pound axle that he made for somebody that needed to be a drop axle or something. Oh, you must have mobile welding. Must have for mobile welding. Well, obviously a machine, mobile weld machine, a good grinder, extension cords, something to put on it. Whether it's a little Honda, or whether it's we can sign a little big. I mean, big thing is just as efficient as you can with what you have. I am terrible about that. My 450, I got half the tool, those tools out of it right now, so hoping tomorrow I get a little time when I get back to organize it to where I can get a couple things I've gotten to organize. I just need to put a couple shelves in and stuff. Okay. First of all, you always need consumables. You always need to have plenty of consumables. Tool wise, speed squares are great. I think of a tool that I've used that is I bought myself a 12-inch speed square. That has been handy. Um, Chalk lines, string lines, 4-foot level. That's always a good thing. Ooh, a digital level. A level that does like the degrees. I got one off of Amazon, but like hand rails or something, so much easier to find the digital degrees. Um, Good chipping. That's nice. I got an East Wing. I'm trying to think of what else I can think of. Plenty of consumables. That's always a good thing. Grinding wheels, cutting wheels, plenty of those. If you have a torch setup, torch tips, log, flat disc, hard rock, layout tools, torch tips, bucket, gloves, and swamp tool. Exactly. That Austin got a lot of good points there. Biggest thing, just having a lot of bolts, hardware. I'm a big I'm a big fan of. I got 2 square organizer, like kind of like fishing tackle, but they have like the handle and they lock together kind of deal. Those are great because I run pretty much have 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch. I have a 5/8 or 5/8 or something now. Just missing is hardware. Like I go under Trash Supply, you get it by the pound. I have a place I go supply. You can buy the hardware by the pound. Or just get a bag and organize it to where you have 1/4 inch. I normally go from like 2.5 to 1 inch. Same thing, like 1.5 1/2 inch bolts and stuff like that. That's just you have no idea how useful that is. Because a lot of times I'll be taking something apart and I'll snap a bolt, and then some of the places I have, well, for they have like a shop and they'll have a bolt bin and stuff, but what else? Yeah, Austin made a good point. Well, he bought his in bulk, and you can always save some money doing that way. Going to the World Supply for like cutoff wheels and stuff. That's why I buy my cut supplies. But it can get expensive. I think I'll say the city wheels I buy are like $4 a piece or something, $3-4 a piece. They do last decent. I like the Walthall brand. They last great. There's one local place that I can get them from. They actually give me a pretty good deal on it. I just haven't got it. It's kind of on the other side of town, so I need to go up there and buy like 3 or 4 boxes of them from them. Yeah, sometimes cheaper isn't necessarily better. I've found that out the hard way sometimes. I'm a fan of what they call it, 3M Cubitron grinded disc hard box. They'll like $10, $10, $12 a disc, which is kind of pricey for a grinding wheel considering you can go get a wall for like $4 a disc. But it's just one of those things. I'm not. To me, they last, and I don't have to keep asking me on the truck because they just last and they keep eating the whole time. A lot of times, the cutoff wheels they'll dull out in a way. But if I buy a box of those, they'll last me a couple months. Especially at the 6-inch wheels, those work great on. We have 6-inch grind or something. I think I've been to one places. Yeah, I need to try some of their stuff out. I haven't. I've used some of their flap disc a while ago, and they were. I probably should order some of their flap disc because I don't use flap disc that much. And I probably should order some stuff from them. I just find some of that stuff. I just don't know. I need. I've been a while to try them, so I should order some and. I mean, I'll use them either way. Although, do they have any different type of grinding wheels, or do they only have the one, like the just generic grinding wheel? I haven't looked into them at all. I'm gonna order some of the flap disc before. And they did pretty good for especially for what they cost. Considering I could pay like $7-8 a piece if I go into the World Supply. So. Have one. Okay. I mean, I can order. I'm not. I can order a box of grinding wheels, and I'll use them. So it's not really the end of the world for me to. If, yeah. The biggest problem I was telling Johnny about this the other day that like if all you do is field work, it's great. I do a lot of field work, and then like this week I got to build some handrails and stuff in the shop, and I haven't really toured up my shop too well. So now I'm kind of going through and having to. I always take tools out of my truck, bring to the shop, do it, and then like lay out tools, drills, grinders, which is fine because I always had the truck right there. But one day I'd forget something, leave it at the shop, and then I get out in the field and I don't have a drill, and then struggling to try drilling holes. And Sometimes I just torch them if I can. But it's just little stuff like that. Yeah. I have a same thing. But I like the platinum line of them. It's supposed to be last longer. Just the okay, I'll have to look into them. Like I said, I'll use them no matter what. So, sit on what I'm paying at the weld supply. It's probably money well spent for me to go and order them. Just get them on Amazon. Is that where y'all get them, or you go through Benchmark themselves? Yeah, I do not have a cell phone for my torch. I need to get one, but I do not have one. I need to get me. I want to find me a. I got a small Victor torch. I want to get me a. I think it's all 180. Basically makes it into a straight torch, and then put a circle ball on it, like Austin Ross has. Multiple glasses these are actually prescription safety glasses. Typically, I'm nearsighted, so I can't see. Nearsighted, so I can't see far away with them. Yes, I always put that up. I need to put. I use these. These they work great. They might throw a different pair of these. Usually, I get about a year out of them, depending on how bad I scratch them up. But they work good. And these are after transitions, which if you're gonna get prescription safety glasses and you're gonna be walking outside, transitions are pretty. To me, they're worth the money. I think it's like $70 to upgrade to them, but it's basically turn them into sunglasses. But tried multiple glasses for welding. But yeah, before this, I've always just worn my plain old standard glasses for welding, and they worked out pretty well. No issues. I haven't had these. Just try keeping stuff out of my eyes, and these actually have a foam insole on them, so that way they get less space around your eye for stuff to get into. I still manage to get stuff in my eyes. It's pretty bad when my eye doctor know my name, and that's not a good thing. One time I was going like every other day. Well, I got something in my eye, but I let it set overnight, and then I had some rust build up in the eye, so the eye doctor wanted me to come back like 3 times that week. So all the people at the eye doctor knew me that week, and then like a month later, I had something else in my eye, and they got it out. And they were always making fun of me. But that's one thing I tell y'all: wear your safety glasses and all that, but don't be afraid to go to the eye doctor. I mean, I think for me, it's like $80 if I go to the eye doctor and get something removed or whatever. That's not a good thing by no means. Safety is well. Prevention is a lot better. But if you feel something in your eye, don't be cheap at it. Just go to the eye doctor, have them look at it. If there's something in there, they can dig it out. Better do it that day. But what else? I just built one that I put it easy to build. Cool. I have to try that. Yeah, life of Wordle. I would cry if a DJ before we have way of weight. What size truck are you running? Sparks Welding? small repair. I know it. I'm going to keep messing that up. What size truck are you running, and how much overweight do you think you are? It's funny. There's actually a. I pulled up here yesterday. There was a. There's actually a. I think it's a 3500 dually Chevy pipeline out there. I think he got a. Looks like a 300D class. Maybe the class is 300. He had the old pipeline was bad, and I think his tailgate says Gypsy Soul, something like that. I did. Let's see. I have to have my husband message you. Needs and road glasses. Yeah, these are Wiley X. Is what they are. Yeah, Wiley X, and they're worth money. I don't know if I'm not a big contact person. I just can't deal with contacts. I need to try them again, but I just never been able to get them in and out of my eye. Probably be a better idea because then if you do get some in your eye, you can probably just pop the contact out, throw the contact away, be okay. But yeah, these are they're great prescription. If you are not as hard on things as I am, they would probably last you 2 or 3 years at a time. And then what depends. When I had my day job, they actually my insurance actually covered them, and I didn't need new glasses, so they covered. Paid they paid half of these. You know the contacts, yeah. Yeah, and it's just one of those things. The glasses are, I like them. I mean, I want, I want the, I want this thing that came with them just because I'm bent over, button something or whatever, or trying up underneath something, my glasses will fall off, or gonna fall off, so I catch them. But yeah, they work pretty well. Another thing that I like is I know this is not technically hearing protection, but it's a lot better than nothing. I need to get me some of those things. Oh, who makes them? Some of those actual approved hearing protection. I forget who makes them, but they're the same idea. But they actually approved hearing protection. I use these. Probably not the best idea, but at least it helps some of that noise. But yeah, and they have different styles of glasses and all that, so some that would fit him better, that he might like better. But yeah, these, it's scary if you look at these and how scratched up they are. These aren't too bad now, but all that stuff could be in your eye. So yeah, it's definitely something to look into if you wear glasses. Plus, like at my old job, you had to wear safety glasses, so I had the big couple safety glasses over my normal glasses, and when you're doing that with two different, you have like 3 different lenses in there, your distortion can be off on your vision. But, yeah. Yeah, that's always my thing. Like I'd probably wear normal safety glasses if I did have contacts. I'd just have to get in the habit of doing it. But yeah, I always, even just the plain old normal glasses, I always feel better wearing glasses than I do no glasses. But obviously, face shields and all that probably a better idea. I can't say I'm great about using face shields and stuff. Yeah, my wife says, what'd she say? Between she's been to the emergency room a couple times. One recently, um, and one not 2 years ago. She's like, uh, I what did she say? She said, I spend money. I spend money at the eye doctor and the dentist. I always have something in my teeth, something with my teeth that needs to be fixed. And she spends money at the doctors. You ever get anything in your eye? I did once. Grab glass. Um, yeah, I've had glasses. I had metal in my eye a couple times. Once when I was working for a company, and that was interesting because I fell on the way home, and I didn't think anything of it. And then I got home and I looked at it and I saw it, and then I went urgent care, and then they flushed it out, and then the whole woman come. They didn't end up paying for it because it was after hours. And whatever, easy, not that big a deal. Caused me a headache for a day or two at work, but other thing is after that, I have three things in my eyes, um, and it's fun, not fun for them to dig it out of your eye, and then you got to keep eye drops, and depends on how much rust and all that was left in there. They got one doctor had me come in like every other day just to make sure everything didn't get infected or nothing. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Um, it just I say it comes to the territory. Um, yes, it's all could be prevented somehow, but we all know how that goes. Um, do you like those earbuds? Yeah, no, I like these earbuds. These are just cheap, like $20 on Amazon, $25. The reason is just I've had Sony earbuds like the wraparound neck style, and um, they were great. They lasted the same as the cheap ones, like time wise. I know in a metal grinding environment, these aren't gonna last that long. I think I can get a couple months out of a set of these, and then I gotta get another pair. Some of them I've had some lasted 6 months, some lasted like 2 months. Because I'm normally out in the sun while I'm sweating, so all the sweat gets in them. I might be laying down under something and it gets in the mud and whatever. So, and that and the metal shaving, it's like sparks and all that is all metal grit that's get it in them. And usually one of you will go out, and then I need to get another pair. But they work. Trying to think of the name of that band that I just haven't bought them. I need to just order a pair. That they are all a approved ear protection by NIOSH, OSHA, and all that. I can't think of the name. Isotunes. I haven't used them, but I've been wanting to buy them. I just haven't got around to doing it. So I can see where those glasses. Yeah, they do. And honestly, people used to make fun of me, but I got these. My family always made fun of me because I just I wear these glasses all the time. When I got my fourth pair, I wore them all day to work. I wore them after work. I wore them like I wouldn't think too much. I just throw them on, and when I like go out to eat with my family or something, I just have them on. They're like, "You always wear those." I just don't think anything of it. They're just my glasses. I got a pair of just normal, just nail glasses, the American Best Special. Um, I like the old style headphones. Um, like earmuffs, headphone style deal. Only problem is I can't walk in them because the one helmet. Probably could put them back. Kind of annoying. Well, like I know like 3M and stuff make the big Bluetooth ear earmuffs style, which are great. It's just I can't walk with putting a welding helmet on and all that. It just doesn't to me. It doesn't work that well. Um, but yeah, I'm all for having those. I mean, if I was operating a piece of equipment all day, I'd definitely have them just because it's easier. Also, people know you have headphones in when they come up and talk to you and you don't answer them. Typically, it depends on the mood. Um, I listen to a lot of podcasts and a lot of YouTube videos. Um, and then I'll run typically either some country or I'll run some pop in it. Um, Sometimes I get in like a mood where I just want some like Katy Perry music or something. I don't know. Just I get in those random things and I'm just so then like the other day when I did a certification test on Friday, and what I forget what music I had on. Say Lola Lane or something. I'm just jamming out in there in the booth, and I was just having fun. I mean, it was a lot of people get stressed with tests and stuff, and I do get a little bit of stress. My last job I had was we did a lot of nuclear stuff. Um, Sorry, where do you advertise your service? I missed some tests, and you do get nervous, and that's why I took 2 tests just to make sure I'd pass it and be able to do this job today. But my old job, we did a lot of nuclear stuff, and you got used to having an inspector behind your back, watching everything you're doing, making sure you're temp sticking the material before you strike up, and you just get so used to it, and it's just no big deal. I mean, if they want to stop you, if something wrong, they'll stop you. If you're doing mostly what you're doing, like that's fine. Most of the inspectors are pretty cool because you get to talk to them. Some of them were French, some of you couldn't understand at all. But a lot of them, if you're just showing them you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, they would leave you alone. They a lot of times they'll come down, especially all in house, like not all they weren't in house, so third party inspectors, but they knew us a little bit more. Um, they come in and like, okay, get us started, and they're supposed to be there the whole time. They'd come in and out, like maybe once an hour they'll come in, just make sure you're doing it. All right, cool. And then they go back to the office and do this paperwork and stuff they do. They just know once you get to know them, they know you're gonna do it right. The first couple of times they'll be like behind you, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stuff like that. But it's battles. They have the job to do. As long as you're doing the job in the best to the code the best you can, it ain't no big deal. And CWIs, I mean, I haven't had a CWI on a job site come up. It might be a little different, but testing wise, not that no good. Some of them, like anybody, can be in the butt, but you just try to do the best you can. And I look at what's the worst thing gonna do? Shut me out or stop me from doing anything? Like, or shut me down, make so I don't want anything? All right, then move on to the next one. But yeah, I do actually listen to Dave Ramsey. I actually do. I can't say I'm 100% do everything by the book how he does it, but definitely some good principles there, in my opinion. How about some Eminem Bop? Yeah, I'm down for it. Sometimes I'll just go on like shuffle on my get on YouTube and just shuffle, find some random music, and I just one of those things. People always make fun of. I love. Uh, I'm a dancing person. Um, my wife doesn't like. She don't mind dancing, but she's not. Especially, I'm on dancing when I'm sober. And if I get a couple minutes on me, I like dancing, and I'm just a dancing. I like dancing now. So sometimes I'll be welding, just having a good old time because I'm under the hood. Nobody's around, just me and the weld. So let's see if you listen to it. Also, I don't listen to him. I should. Maybe I'll look into that. I have a lot in like the Woden Tips and Trips podcast. I listen to that every week. Um, the Off Junkie podcast. Listen to him. I actually met the guy on the Off Junkie podcast at the the AWS event in FabTech. Cool guy. Jason Backwell. That's who it is. But yeah, he's a great guy. I mean, it's awesome. He just very down to earth, and I didn't really get a chance to talk to him a whole lot, but yeah, he's a great guy. I'm telling you, ask Johnny. I don't know who's still on here, but Austin, Austin, Kyle, if you can, uh, FabTech in Atlanta next year, this year. I'm looking forward to meeting a whole bunch of people. It's an excuse to meet a lot of other welders, see a lot of awesome stuff, and just do we're all like-minded people. We all think similar. It's just a fun. Ask Johnny Welds. I met him in 2 years ago. No, I met him last year at FabTech in Chicago. But it's fun. I mean, I'll be in unless something crazy happens. I'll be in Atlanta this year. It's like 6 hours from me, so I'll probably just drive down there this year. Uh, but yeah, I'll be there. And if I can drag my wife along with me, I will. But we'll see. But it'll be fun. I mean, it. Charity, you should go. You should come this year if you can, because that'll be all. Because Johnny was. I met Johnny on there. You should come with him. It'd be fun. But yeah, it's just one of those things. It's fun. I mean, you can see a whole bunch of stuff that you never get to see. And yeah, what else? Oh, I bought a tractor. I don't know if I told you guys or not. I bought a Buggo. Gotcha. I understand. Yeah, that is a little bit of a challenge. That's kind of why my wife hadn't went. I got my one daughter, and she's a little going, and she might come next year. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. We'll see how she's doing. If she can stay. Yeah, see if she can either come with us or whatever. But yeah, it's been fun. I mean, especially like in Chicago, I not last year, but 2 years ago, I my brother came up with me and one of his friends, and they went into some photography type stuff, and they wanted to explore city. I'm not big on exploring city. I'm just me. If I'm with people, I'll enjoy doing that, but I won't go out on my own and do it. And it's not. Normally, I'm too busy to do anything like that. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy that. And, you know, you, yes, you can. It's just like going to any kind of conference. It's a business expense. So the hotel, food, travel, all that is a tax write-off. It's definitely something. If you can write it off, it's definitely something to do. Just plan ahead of time. That's the biggest thing. In Chicago, I hadn't Atlanta yet, but in Chicago, I recommended. Well, I stayed pretty much right there at the convention center. I flew in as well, so that does make a difference. It was, yeah, basically. And you never know who you're gonna meet. You never know. You could meet somebody from your own town you could get a bunch of work. I haven't really got work for Fab Tech, but to me, it wasn't about that. And what else was I gonna say about that? I don't know where I was going. But oh yeah, I stayed right there. I know Johnny, he stayed a little bit away, but they did drive up, so that helps me for vehicle. I didn't drive up in Chicago. I flew in and then I could Uber. You can Uber in the city and all that. It looks like public transit, whatever. But it was convenient being right there at the convention center. That way, I didn't have to walk too far. I could just go back to the hotel. It was pricey. I think I paid I think I was there for 2 nights. I think I was like $700, $800 for 2 nights, which was more than I've ever wanted to spend on a hotel room. But I'm used to like the $100, $150 a night hotel rooms. But it was worth it because I didn't have to pay a $50 Uber every day and all that. But yeah, I'm gonna look into that because I'm driving, so to see if it makes sense or not. In Atlanta, see how expensive the hotels are. That's the other thing. But yeah, it's fun. I definitely recommend anybody go there and see if I can try Daniel open all the world with me. And I got another buddy. See who I can drag with me to come down there. It's fun. I mean, it's a fun time, and a lot of times there's some after parties and stuff that you can go to, and that's where you can really meet other welders and sit down and talk and all that. And, yeah, it's always fun. Trying to think of what else. Yeah, but it's been a good. It was a good time. I know I keep talking about Fab Tech, but it's fun. Yeah, even if you can only go for a day or something. Like the first year I went, I left at like 6 in the morning. Got on a plane, flew to Chicago. Went that whole day to Fab Tech. Spent one night. That time I went out. I stayed out by the airport, and it was bad. But you had to take the Uber, and then the following day I went back to the Fab Tech. So I was at Fab Tech for 2 days, and I flew out that night. It was the last flight out or something. So it was pretty good. Yeah, even if you can only go for a day or two, or I think last year I was at Fab Tech for 3 days. It was 3 days, 2 nights. Flew out the early one morning and took like the last flight home, something like that. But it's well worth it. But enough of my Fab Tech. But I bought a track torch, a Buggo track torch, eBay special, because that's just what I do. Had a job think I told y'all about it, but it was a bank vault, old bank vault that I had to all 1 inch plate. I had to cut out one wall of. Um, so that came in handy. I bought it just for that, but yeah, I bought, and then I had to borrow a buddy's track, the straight torch itself, because I don't have one. I didn't have one, so and they couldn't really give me one in a timely manner. So me on eBay, I found a pack of like a collection of 5 full different straight torches. So I got to get them together when I get home. I want to say Atlanta's like 6 hours. Let's find out. I'm gonna look it up here for a sec. Let me see. Now, can y'all still see me? I think I'm on a different browser, looking up that. But I think it stays on because the camera likes to on. But just let me know. Let's just do directions. It was Diwali. That'll. Yeah, I want to say 6 hours. Yeah, about 6 hours down to Atlanta. Basically down to Charlotte, then just keep on 85 for me. So yeah, so yeah, that's why I'm thinking about driving. Just because 6 hours, okay, I can do that. Chicago, I don't know how far that was for me, but I think like 12 hours. So that wasn't really worth losing the 2 days of travel. I might fly into Atlanta. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see what makes sense. I mean, if it makes sense to fly in there, then fly in there. No problem. But yeah, it's been fun. And the first year I went to FabTech, I actually had a day job. I took a sick day or something, vacation day, and then I took 2 days off. Whatever, but I was able to plan it out to work the best. But, yeah, I think of what else I can talk about. Well, so for those of y'all that know, that plasma table that's at my shop isn't my plasma table. It's a buddy of mine's. He actually put up a shop, and they bought a new house, and it had a shop and whatever that he's setting up and all that. And I know it's only a matter of time before he's probably gonna want that back. So I got to toy around with the idea of buying my own plasma table. Yeah, I know I'm gonna have to, so I might try pushing some of that work for a little bit and see if I can make a decent amount of money to pay for a table. All these put a nice chunk in the table. Um, but I'm toying with a couple ideas and a couple plans. I can go with that same exact table, just in a 4x8 for I think it's like $6,400, $6,500. No plasma cutter, just a table. Same software, same everything. So that's an idea. I'm looking into that, and then also the Langmeal table I'm looking into as well. They seem to make, and they're pretty much the same price for the most part. It's just gonna be a different software to work with, which isn't a bad thing. I am liking their tables, their setup on the tables. I know you can get smaller, cheaper tables, but this is a they both are 4x8 tables. Considering it, I'm very considering. It's not that I'm gonna buy tomorrow, no, but I know it's gonna be a matter of time before I'm gonna have to get my own table. So we'll figure that out when it comes to it. But just trying to see what's the best option on that, so I can, yeah, just what makes the most sense. What's the better spend? What's going to be the better table? But we'll see. I mean, I'm gonna try if I can push some of those signs that I do on my own, just make some money off it. That way, I can hopefully pay for my own table that way. I could get like a 4x4 or similar size to what I have now, and it would be a decent amount cheaper. It's not that substantial. I know that table. Hi, Johnny. Take it easy. It was good talking with you guys, and it was definitely good seeing you on. Glad to meet your wife and everybody, and hope your family everybody does well. But yeah, awesome chatting with y'all today and tonight. But yeah. Yeah, you too. Y'all take it easy. But yeah, that's about. And yes, I promise I'm gonna get back to doing some videos one of these days. It's about 10 o'clock. It's not too bad. But yeah, I was gonna say. I need to get some more time. I want to do once I get the truck kind of organized. I want to go ahead and do a once over on the truck just to kind of explain. Because I never actually did a finished video on the truck. I did a lot of like build videos, and then I just never did a final video, which is never going to be a final video, but a walk around and all that. Just yeah. But who's still on here? It says we got 5 people watching. I don't know how accurate it is, but Kyle, you still on here? Hey, Austin, are you still on here too, or did you have to hop off? Hey, what's up, Kyle? Hey, Golf, are you still on here, or did you hop off? But I do know it's getting late, especially if you gotta get up and go to work tomorrow morning. So I do understand. But yeah, what else y'all been up to? What else? Y'all have any cool projects y'all been doing? Or anything going on coming up that you wanna do? I gotta see if I have anything interesting. I'm probably gonna try getting up early tomorrow and just getting down to getting home. Be nice to get home about around 1 or 2 if I stop in Waynesville. Oh, And I never made a part 2 to that haste video that I made. I'm terrible at videos. I'm sorry. I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't put a part 1 out unless I already got part 2 filmed, because, but it happens. So I'll probably go for about 2 hours to wrap this thing up. Stay on there for a little bit longer. Now, an hour and 51 minutes. So stay on here for another 5, 4, 5, well, stay on here to 2 hours. How about put it that way? However that math works out. Now, if any of you guys are in the Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina area, and you need to get some certifications, the price of steel you would think is good. Now, tell me about it. Golly, it's expensive. I bought some 3/16 plate. It was like $700 for 2 sheets of that stuff. That's close to $800 for 2 sheets of that. I don't know. It's expensive. It's expensive. It should be like $1.50 or something for that. Yeah, it's expensive. It's what it is. I mean, can't do a whole lot about it. I hate when people complain about it, like customers. I'm like, I wish I could do something about it. I wish I knew somebody that would give me great pricing on nothing, but it just doesn't happen. Now, how was I'm going to ask you before, how is aluminum pricing for you guys? Is it got some price on some aluminum sheet, and it really wasn't that bad. I'm building a HSV with my tractor. Cool, nice, Charles. Yeah, I do have a video about making it and making one. It should be a part 2 to it, but you know, it's just going to add some elements. Sounds like fun, Kyle. Sounds like fun. So I'm working towards a couple goals this year. One of them is I would like to buy a piece of property or buy a house so that we can, ideally with a shop, but something big enough to where we can put a shop up if we want to. It's kind of where we're going with that. And trying to get an idea of what it's going to cost me to put a shop up. Probably a lot more than what I'm thinking. Because I think, what is it? So I'm kind of toying with what size shop. I was gonna want a bigger shop. That's just what it is. But I'm toying with. I'm trying to like kind of plan that out and see. Okay, what is it going to cost to get the concrete put in? What is it a building kit going to cost? What would it cost to get it put up? Versus what it costs. Oh, am I going to put the building kit up? Just like what makes sense there. Does it make sense just to have them do it because they do it every day? That I don't know. Do I go with like a red ion building, or do I go with like more of the copper frame style building? They seem to be decent buildings, but they're quite a bit cheaper. They go up faster. I just don't know. I just don't know where to go with that. I'll figure it out eventually. Yeah, I don't know too much about bench vices. Now, Charles, I don't know how crazy you want to go with that, but does that feminine loader have a skid steer quick attach style or no? Or are you making an actual attachment, or are you making it just that front end loader? Or what? Oh, by the way, I think I skipped over somebody's. Name was you, Kyle. Let's see. I just remembered this. Somebody asked about yes welders. Sorry, I missed a couple comments. If you want to go back to these, where do I advertise my services? I haven't had a Craigslist. I know Craigslist of all places you get Craigslist people, but I've gotten some decent jobs from Craigslist. Got my foot in the door with a lot of companies. That and my local weld supply, I kind of got a few jobs from them. People call up looking for a welder for this, that, or the other. Give them a number out. That's one good thing about being good with having a good relationship with your suppliers is when I don't go in there, they all know me by name. I'm probably there way too much because I don't make a list. I just but it's convenient to me, so it's not a big deal. They all know me. They all know when I come in. That way, but the good part about that is somebody calling me looking for a welder to repair something. They know kind of what I do, so they just give my number out, and if it works out, great. If not, but they've been pretty good about that. And I have never messed with the yes welders. I forget who asked that. So I just don't want to. I just remembered it. Somebody asked that up in here somewhere, but don't mess with yes welders too much. I've never have. Modify front end loader from a pin. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people use the yes models. Some of them say they're pretty junk. Some people say they're kind of just they're okay. Um, opens up, but it doesn't. Just wondering. I have a Wilton 8-inch, and it opens up, but I have to pull the vise out, screw, and won't come with it. So you mean the the screw comes undone, but the vise doesn't come as well? If that's the case, there should be a little roll pin in them. That the roll pin in that shaft that you that may have broke or something. That not keeping it to where it's pulling it back when it's going out. Um, but you're modifying a front end loader from pin connection to a skid steer type. Okay. I haven't done that before. Well, I have in a way, but not really. But the one thing I will say about skid steer, the way to go. Skid steer style, quick attach, because you have so many more options. Are you actually building a hay spear for them, or are they just yeah? Are you making a hay spear for them, or are you just converting it so they can buy a hay spear and go that well? I'm just curious. One guy on YouTube says they are junk, another love. Yeah, that's what I've noticed, and they probably are decent machines. I really think they are. But I think they're more of a Harbor Freight kind of quality machine, which isn't a bad thing, but you get more training. I know J.C. Smith used one. J.C. Smith project. I don't know if any of y'all follow him, but he had them sent. They sent one out to him or something. He has its good, bad, and the ugly, but he didn't use it. I mean, he likes it. I mean, the code wasn't as thick as he would have liked it, stuff like that. But I have I've never used one, and I probably don't have a plan on using one just because I'm not. I mean, I would consider one, let have trying one out if they sent one to me. But I'm gonna do just that, give my honest opinion on it. But I don't have nobody who's trying to get me send me stuff or anything. I'm not really. It's not really part of my business forte. I'm not against the idea. I just haven't had anybody reach out to me with any decent any products that I either use or would use. Yeah, you don't have to be obligated to. Yeah, that's my thing. My opinion on any machine is just that. It's my opinion. And some of it's from my issues I've had with machines, and some of it just my personal opinion from other people I've seen. I mean, uh, I mean, it's my opinion, and it's what it is. Uh, I'm not going to tell y'all something that a lie. I mean, I'm not. I mean, you can't pay me enough to try selling something for you. Um, it's just not me. I'm not a salesman. There's some stuff I talk highly of that I've never used. I do know people that have used it. That's why I recommend it. But all in all, most of the stuff I recommend are stuff that either I've used personally or I've known somebody personally that have used it. I'll be honest with you guys, you know that is. But did already did the quick attach tractor. I think what I hate it. Oh, cool. Gotcha, Craig. Or Charles. Michael. But now I know you know this, but you can buy those quick attach plates or like the partial plates if that's easier for you. Like, yeah, you can make them. I made the one for mine just because I had a bunch of material in them. But you can buy those quick attach. You can do the two halves too, where they're connected in the middle with like a piece of flat stock, but it's not like the full on plate. They're a little cheaper, depending on what kind of framework you're doing for your paste wheel. But yeah, that's right. I probably I was just a cheap son of a gun. I would just buy that plate and then do it that way instead of making plate would have fit a little bit better. But other one works. Why would you ever do that? It doesn't make any sense. No, honestly, Kyle. So I'm just looking, texting somebody something. But I think I'm gonna call it a night, y'all. Maybe get to bed, get up early, and get out of here and head back home. But it was fun. I'm glad. It's good talking with all you guys, and might do another one Monday or Sunday next Sunday night. But I've been trying to shoot for these folks. I need to order some. Maybe when I get back, I'll see about ordering some hats. I'll get you one, Kyle. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I just need to order them. I've been procrastinating. Really, just being cheap about it. I just need to order that and order a couple of things like that. Everybody always asks about hats. Everybody wants hats. I get it. I like hats. But I'll get some to you. Just keep asking me about it, Kyle, and I'll eventually be able to tell you something. But yeah, y'all have a good night. Take care, Kyle, and it's good talking to all y'all, and we'll do this again. So talk to y'all later.